Coming 146 years in the making happens in Plymouth. Pop Miller was a local Civil War soldier. He died on a battlefield today. His family made sure he was properly laid to rest. Eyewitness News reporter and our own veteran, Mike Trim, here now with more on this story.
Andrew, you know, it took more than 40 years of genealogy research, but the descendants of John Pop Miller never gave up until their link to the Civil War was laid to rest with the rest of the family. Within this small plot of the Shawnee Cemetery in Plymouth, Civil War soldiers are laid to rest. And on this Memorial Day, John Pop Miller joins their ranks. His family made sure he would.
We kept our promise, and that's probably the most important thing. We promised our grandmother when we were just 12 and 13 years old that we would find Pop Miller.
Sherry Puccio and other Miller descendants have brought Pop's story back home. Miller was killed in action on a Mechanicsville, Virginia battlefield almost 146 years to the day. His remains likely stayed on the battlefield, but his family is marking his memory with this new tombstone.
It's very emotional to finally come to the closure on his story, and to have this headstone in this cemetery, in this beautiful plot, is just unbelievable.
Before enlisting in the war, Pop grew up in Danville, where his Mulberry Street home still stands today. Most of his remaining family lives here in Plymouth. Pop died in the Battle of Bethesda Church, a fierce fight that took the life of 750 Union soldiers and more than 1,200 Confederate soldiers. For years, great-great-great-granddaughter Mary Beth Conrad heard the story of Pop's Civil War service.
This is priceless to me because with coming here all my life with my mother and my grandmother and how they honored the dead with the Decoration Day.
And now Conrad is decorating her family's past with this tombstone that carries on Pop's memory. And get this, Miller was killed in action one day before his 3-year service obligation was to be finished. But Drew, his family says this all makes for a very, very special Memorial Day.
Yeah, quite a tribute indeed.
It sure is.
Mike, thank you.